remember from the last video, I finally got the manifold off after a great deal of disconnecting all sorts of stuff that you shouldn't have to, just to take a manifold off. Anyway, I got there. And you can see the state of it, you know, it's pretty grotty really. But the idea was to clean this all out, find out what the problem is, get it back together and get it back on the boat. This was not an easier task as I thought. I did think it was going to be difficult, mainly undoing and tightening the bolts up again, but it turned out to be more difficult, as you'll see as we go on through the video. One thing that is important to note here is the little hole there, the size of that hole. That would appear to have been the main culprit. Well, that's made a difference. Need to drill that bit out. That's now clear. And then section there is clear. You can see from this here the size of the hole now, having drilled it out and got rid of all the muck. Just about to see the daylight through there now. Well, you can. I think these anodes need changing. From this, which is all that was left of the anode, to the anode. Hopefully that will protect the engine now. Might be too late, but anyway. Now I was cleaning the head off, I started to see this hole emerge, and unfortunately that's something that shouldn't be there. So I got Andy Nash to help weld it from the club. That was great. He's welded that.
Yeah, he's seen Sam here as well.
I had this welded. There was a tiny leak, so I'm using the epoxy putty, which reckons it goes up to 120 degrees, which this should not get up to. Should only get up to about 60, 70 degrees, 100 at the most, and it's overheating. So I'm hoping this will do the job. Time to reassemble. Yeah, that's a bit better, a bit cleaner. So we can just pop that on top now. And start to screw it down. Because this is not going directly onto the head yet, I'm only going to take these up to tight because I've got the 4 main bolts that hold it onto the head, so I won't be putting them in till later. Whenever I'm putting bolts on around hot areas like cylinder heads or brakes or anything like that, always put copper grease on. Because it withstands the high temperatures. And doesn't seize when it gets too hot. may remember I had to use a hammer on this to get this off, because this was absolutely shot. This is the internal, the secondary oil filter, and to be honest with you, it's not that bad. Fuel filter, sorry, oil filter. Fuel, because I couldn't get that off at all. Interestingly enough, when they provide a new oil filter, fuel filter, and presto, old one, new one. When they provide a new fuel filter, they don't provide the O-ring that goes around the side here, which is interesting. Does that last forever? I doubt it. Right. Next thing is to put this back on. Get it clean. I had to remove all of this just to get this top off. It's just so annoying when you've got to do so much work for something that, if they'd made that a bit longer, or I don't know. They don't care though, do they? They got their job. They do go in it, honestly, they do go in. This is what you call initiative. Using my knife as a ratchet. Only till I get to find my extension bar. Obviously won't be able to get any tension on it, but at least they put it in place for now. And that is that, complete really. That's all done. Oh, I'm a day behind, but I didn't do well on Sunday, so I took time out really. Now the idea is to get this manifold back on and get those anodes back in, but looking at it, if I put all that back, it's a pig to get at that the oil dipstick, and I need to change the oil, and I know I can't run the engine at the moment, so I can't heat the engine up, but I think I prefer to take the oil out. I mean, it's an electric suction, so it should literally clear out all that oil at the bottom there, and then I can fill it up with fresh oil and then put everything back together. I think that's the method today. I know it's not good practice, but it's certainly easy practice. And anything for an easy way out. The first thing is to start with the oil filter. Take the oil filter out, and as you can see, that's very easy to get to as well. Not. grips I bought for this special purpose. Doesn't look like I can get in. I don't know how I did it last time. I think I took the generator off last time. You shouldn't have to, should you? There we go. There we go. Not too bad. Right, so we'll do that. Put something underneath that and then put the new one on. One oil filter change. Should do. Let's get the oil out of here and then we can start to hopefully sort this out. Well, the manifold's on. Just got to connect all the diesel connections up, but I'm going to put the new filter in first and I'm going to empty the tank because that really gave me a fright, that the fact that there was so much guns in the bottom of that filter. Look at that. How about that for a sludge? I don't think I can describe it as. At least the filter's working anyway, but just look at that. Dear me. I bet you there's more than that in the tank. I have to give it a real good clean out. And that's only been on less than 6-7 months. And that was like a glue at the bottom there. It's horrible. Like thick surf that coming out. Okay, it's just like syrup. That's the new Pets diesel for you. That's the new diesel. The new Racco filter. Trouble is I've got to make a few amendments to the pipework, and that's the old one. The problem with the old one, you might have seen on the last videos, I took those off. You got to take all this off, and literally the diesel just pours out everywhere. With this, just take that off the top. You don't have to bleed the system at all. Just lift the diesel filter out, put the filter back, screw on a new one, and that's it. And then to get rid of all the sludge, you just open it up like that. It's far easier, I'm hoping. Trouble is, I've got to fit the damn thing. It's as you can see, it's slightly bigger. Happy Valentine's, sweetheart. Hope you're enjoying the change in the weather. Slightly warmer today. Well, another week gone. The next job now is to fit that Racco filter and polish the fuel, which I'm going to make a polishing fuel kit for. Hopefully that will be all right. That's next time.